1.
Alright then, welcome to the Aslads podcast, and it's just a news edition this time. We're not bringing in any topics, we're just going to talk about YouTube news, and I don't know the stories, like I say, so it's going to be new to me. I've been looking into the news a little bit more, so I might, but I don't know. I haven't really deeply looked into certain things. It's just popped up and I've been like, oh, okay, so yeah. Aaron will present me with loads of news this time, so yeah, let's go.
So, I'll just change the background because I forgot to do that last time. But, right. This sort of links to the last episode. So, remember we brought up James Charles?
Yeah.
Alright. A massive controversy has just come out about him now.
What has happened?
Well, a few things have come out, and I've had to make quite a few notes because a lot of stuff's happened. But,
Jeez.
the first thing that I really want to talk about is how he's... I don't know the exact word, but he's favoured money over over the woman who has basically made him who he is today on YouTube.
What did the woman do for him?
She basically told him tips how to become a better YouTuber, gave him shout outs, featured him on videos, and helped him basically for like 2 years.
Oh shit. How old is she?
I don't want to offend her, but I think she's about like 30-ish.
30-ish. What the hell? So he's 19. What is she doing helping someone who's like... I'm not defending... I don't know much about it. But I thought she'd be like 21. Like, what's she doing defending someone who... Well, helping someone who's like 11 years younger than her. So he started... Can I know it might sound a bit rude. I'm not trying to be an idiot, but... So, last episode, we looked up when James Charles started... Well, I did, and I think it was 3 years ago, so I was going on about how he's dealt with the fame well. Obviously, I don't know this full story yet, but it seems weird how we were talking about how he dealt with fame well, and at the moment he's getting a bit caught up in it and not paying attention. But anyway, as I was about to say, what's this? So 3 years ago, he'd be 16. How old would the woman be? 3 years ago, she's 30. She'd be 27. What the bloody hell is a 27-year-old doing?
I think she's about 30. I'm not too sure about her age exactly, but
what is she doing? Helping some kid on? Like, it's nice. I thought she'd be like 2 years old. I don't even 2 years older than him. I don't even know what to say. Like, why is she helping someone who's 11 years younger than her? What the hell?
But basically the whole thing is, do you know those brands of vitamins like they sound like they cure everything basically?
What, the suppositories?
No,
I'm messing.
There's like multivitamins, or they say that they cure everything and all stuff like that.
I don't know.
Basically, this woman has her own brand of vitamins, and then James Charles on, I think it was Snapchat, posted these videos of him promoting this rival to her brand because he got paid to do so.
Wow.
And then he basically turned around and said, no, that was it as well. It was all over Coachella and all that, apparently. And he never contacted her. And then recently, he contacted her and said, oh, it was only money, no big deal. But it's really affected her brand, and she's helped bring him up through YouTube and all that. And he's just...
Yeah, obviously, if she's helped him loads... And if she's the reason why he can have a nice life, why he can drive a nice car, live in a nice house, did she have a lot to do with it?
A lot to do with her brand.
Him getting to a high level on YouTube.
Yeah, she basically carried him.
Oh man, well then that's insane. I mean, that's just he hasn't like we were mentioning like I said before. We mentioned last time how he's dealt with fame well, and this isn't something bad. He hasn't snorted a load of coke. He hasn't beaten anyone up or anything.
Well,
but this, okay, maybe he has snorted a load of coke. I don't know, but yeah, he sold out. It sounds like it is a bit bad because if someone's helped you and he already has enough money, it's just greed, really. It's just I bet he's already a millionaire. More than that, millions and millions and millions of pounds. Probably making $2,000 every video or something ridiculous. Sponsors everything, and he sold out his friend just for a bit of extra cash when he already has more than enough money to live on. Like, what's going on? You know, like you said last week, charging 50 grand to just chill out with him and watch him put makeup.
There was that.
Uh,
Sorry, did you hear me say that?
I don't know why that's so funny.
Wait, did you hear
But
me
yeah.
say that?
Yeah, I heard your brother come in and go, Aaron, do you want the key?
No, he didn't say that, we.
Something along those lines. But yeah, oh man, I lost the flow. What the hell was I saying?
Alright, so,
I was going on about how he's being greedy and he's charging, like you said last week, he's charging 50 bloody grand for people to just chill with him and watch him put makeup on himself. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous that he's getting greedy and he's gone to a rival. Why doesn't he just promote her stuff for money? I mean, it makes no sense. Just him being greedy, it just seems ridiculous, really. I respected him a bit last time when I looked into how famous he is. I respected how he's dealt with it well, but he clearly has. It's gone to his head. It must have gone to his head a bit. I don't know.
yeah. But, yeah, there's not too much left on that thing, but there's quite a few.
Has he lost many subs?
No. Well, he's getting millions at, like, a ridiculous rate, so he's not. If he is losing any, it's not showing up.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But, right, this next thing, it is very weird. So the thing that he's done, or the thing that's come out now, is obviously when you're a celebrity, you have a lot of influence over your fans and all that.
Over your impressionable audience.
And what he's tried to do is, when he's been at meet and greets with men in the past, he's tried to use his influence to get straight men into bed with him.
James Charles has?
Yeah.
When the hell did he do this?
Apparently, I think it was when he was in Seattle. Someone has come out and said he repeatedly tried to change this man's mind about his sexuality to get him into bed.
Was this, like, this was when he was famous or before he was famous? Because if it was when he was, like, younger, it's bad, but it's a bit like, you know...
No, this was when he was famous. This was recent.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's...
That's just bizarre, man. He wasn't, like, he wasn't being a nonce or anything, was he?
No, all these men were, like, 18 plus.
Oh, good. Well, not good that he's trying to force people to get with him, but at least he's not a nonce. That's stupid. He must just be mental. I mean, that he's doing that. Like, what was he trying to, you know, they're not going to enjoy it if they're straight, are they? You know, he should just try and get with some bloke who's into blokes, not straight blokes, you know.
The man that said, who's come out about this and said, he said at the time he told him in, like, confidence he didn't know about his, like, sexuality at the time, so James Charles tried to apparently take advantage of him.
That's just mental. That's really messed up.
And the next thing, it's even worse than what I've just said.
Oh no.
So, basically, it turns out he tried to catfish people at the school he went to get explicit pictures of them.
Yeah, this dude's just a total fucking nutcase. I mean, the respect level is definitely... I know he obviously doesn't give a fuck about my respect, you know, it doesn't really matter to one person who said, oh yeah, you know, you've dealt with Fame well on a podcast that probably not many people are going to watch. So, you know, not slagging ourselves off here or anything, not slagging myself or Aaron off, you know. I know he doesn't care about my respect or whatever, he's got everything he wants, but this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, what... You know, trying to get naked pictures of other blokes and catfishing them. Like, in reality, it is the bloke's fault for sending the dick pic, but he's fucking catfishing them. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is just a really scummy move, to be honest. I don't know what he thinks he's... Was this when he was famous or beforehand?
This is when he was at school. So,
like I said, if he was, like, younger and he was just going a bit crazy, it's bad, but... If it was like when he was 18 or 19, then this is a bit messed up.
Because on the article I saw it on, it showed... I don't know if it was a picture he used, or it was a picture, like a recent one, but it showed pictures of him, and in certain ways, he does sort of look like a woman, if you know the way it's really...
Wait, so he dressed himself up like a woman, and then...
Yeah, and then he'd get people to send, or try to get people to send pictures of them back.
Alright, now it's a bit funny. I thought you meant he just made up a fake account, but now he's dressing himself up. Like why can't these blokes see that? I mean, like I say, always here on that As Lads podcast, we always try and have an objective view about stuff. But come on, why the hell is he doing this? And why the hell can't the bloke? I mean, first off, the bloke shouldn't be sending the picture. Second off, he shouldn't be doing this. This is just messed up. This is ridiculous, man. How's all of this stuff got out then?
It's mainly come about by people who he's done it to have come forward with evidence and have expressed it that he's actually done this to them.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's someone's photoshopped some tweets and all that, because he's made an apology video, which is arguably the worst apology video. What,
apologising about catfishing people?
Yeah, about everything I've just said. About.
But when did he do this?
Not too long ago. I think it was this week.
Maybe I'll watch it after the podcast and give my thoughts on it next time in YouTube news. I don't want this to just be talking about James Charles all the time, but I don't know, he's forcing himself into the public eye, isn't he? You know.
Thing is, I made some notes about his YouTube apology, and have you seen the that sort of really typical apology video where they just want sympathy?
Sort of. I can't recall though. I can't think. I just sort of zone out when that shit happens, to be fair.
Because there's a few things that happens in every single one of these apology videos, and I made some notes on it.
Just tell me, like I say, I'll watch it after the podcast, but just tell me your thoughts on his apology video.
Well, to me, it just seems that he really, really just wants people to forget about it, because there's something he said after the apology video that shows that he doesn't really care. But I'll just say what happened in it. So he does the typical he sighs at the start of the video. So he goes like,
size.
No, he goes,
he sighs like. I thought you meant his size. Like I thought, what the fuck? His shoe size. What the fuck are you going on about? Right, no.
And then he does that, the fake crying where he's pretending to cry but he isn't.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Pretty stupid.
Then he does really long breaks in between what he's saying, and he just stares at the camera like nothing's happening. And then it always happens. He leaves the part in where he turns on the camera and turns off the camera. Like, why do I need to leave that in?
What does he say afterwards then to make his apology not as sincere?
Alright, so, good thing well, I don't know if you sat down or not, but good thing you asked that, because after he did this apology video, he had to go and do a meet and greet with some of his fans. I don't know exactly where, but he made this video on Twitter, and he said, this whole drama thing that's going on is very inconvenient for me, as I need to go now, because I'm running a bit late.
Late for what?
To go and meet some fans.
Oh!
And he said the video that he did was taking up too much of his time. And it's too much stress on him at the moment because he has to go and meet his fans.
I'm just speechless. I mean,
it just shows he doesn't really care. In my opinion.
Yeah, what annoys me is that he's not the only person. There are a load of people who are just like me. Oh, this has affected me. No, think about the fucking victims, you dick. Think about people who have been seriously affected by this. People who you've exploited with your fame. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. Yeah. The stuff he's done then. I mean, if he catfished one or two people when he was younger, when you're younger, you do crazy shit. You're a bit more stupid. It's wrong, but I sort of have sympathy. But when he's famous, trying to get straight people to get with him, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely pathetic. And a mentor who's helped him, even though it's weird that she's 11 years older and he was probably 17 when he started the channel. But, she helped him, got him through it. Nothing weird going on, just mates. To treat her like that. And then play the victim, then be like, oh, this has affected me so badly. Man up. Accept responsibility. I understand when you're famous in the public eye, you make mistakes, but don't backstab your friends, don't backstab the people who have got you there. Remember where you come from. And if you do all this shit, make your apology sincere. Don't say, listen, I hope the people I've affected are okay. If there's anything I can do, just let me know. No, he doesn't say that. He's like, oh, I'm late, I've got to go. I mean, come on.
But, yeah, that's all I've got on the James Charles bit.
Yeah, I mean, that was just insane, to be honest.
It's like one of those things where you think someone's made it up, but people haven't.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe this fame's going to his head. I don't know. I thought it seemed, even though I don't watch his videos, and he hasn't, all I gathered is that he hasn't been in the public eye, he hasn't done anything mental. Well, he is, but I don't really watch him, so. But I thought he coped with the fame well at first, but he clearly hasn't, so yeah.
Yeah. Right, I don't know if you want to do your bit now, or my next bit, or...
Oh, yeah, I'll do my next bit then. This is a bit of cheeky gaming news. So, apparently, don't take my word for it, don't quote me on it, but GTA 6 is going to be back in Vice City. What do you think, Aaron?
It's alright, but it's going to get to a point where it's like, alright, we've replayed all the old maps, where's a new one?
That's exactly what I was thinking, man, because the thing is with Rockstar, that they should be more bothered about creating new things, because GTA 5, as much as it's probably... The online, I know people like to slate it, but when you're playing with your friends, I think it's probably the best game of the decade. I absolutely love it. I know shark cards ruin it a little bit, but you know, you can just go into missions, you and your friends can team up and stop people from fucking you over. And at the end of the day, the shark cards are just a way for Rockstar to make a bit of extra money. It's not like as bad as what Destiny did when Destiny charged 60 quid for all of their DLCs. So, like 20 quid each for free DLCs, but the base game 60 quid, so you end up paying 120 quid over the 3 years. And they're doing the same for Destiny 2, which is an absolute disgrace. Bungie and Activision, you know, it's ridiculous. But there's one little thing that annoyed me about Rockstar, though. Red Dead 2 was one of the best campaigns ever, but then in the online, they're making people buy gold. It's a bit scummy, you know. Especially at first, and how hard it is and how much of a grindy game it is. But afterwards, you'll never guess what they did. They halved the worth of everything. So for those of you that don't know, in Red Dead 2, you kill animals, then take them back, or catch fish, take them back, and get bounties and take them back. And they've halved the worth of everything, apparently, I've heard, you know. I didn't actually bother playing it after I heard that, but yeah, absolutely stupid, because they just really want people to buy the gold.
So like you have to basically play it for twice as long to get what
you want. But they're essentially forcing people to buy microtransactions.
I mean, that's the thing with most games now. Microtransactions, I think they're all right as long as you can't cheat your way through a game. So if they're just purely cosmetic, so it's like some games that are coming out now, so like Borderlands 3. Apparently, that's going to have microtransactions, but that's just going to be cosmetic.
Just for cosmetics, yeah, fair enough.
But then the amount of games that have said that, and then it turns out, oh wait, no, you can like basically cheat your way through the game if you have a big wallet. And yeah, it's just a bit annoying, really.
But yeah, I was going to say though, GTA 6, I feel like you said, eventually people are going to get fed up. I know GTA 5 wasn't an exact copy of San Andreas, it was different, but they shouldn't really be basing it off the same location. Let's just try and do a new location to just make it feel new, you know, and just better, really. The GTA 5 campaign was okay, but it wasn't anything compared to the previous ones.
Yeah. I know there's those rumours going around that it's going to have parts of Liberty City and... I think it might have Los Santos back in it, apparently, because it's going to launch on the PS5 for a month first, and then everyone else gets it, because I think the game's going to be that big that they can't fit it onto a PS4 or Xbox
Yeah.
One.
I mean, to be honest, if they... Because I remember there was a rumour going around that if they put it on, they were just going to have it on PlayStation and nothing else. And one of our friends was like, no, that won't happen. But it definitely fucking could happen, and everyone would buy PS5s. And he was like, no, Halo. But I'm like, mate, Halo's in the shitter now. GTA is where it's at, boy. But yeah.
Yeah.
That isn't happening anymore, but it's going to be on PS4 at first. Something else quickly, Aaron. What are you going to get the Xbox One? The next generation Xbox that's going to come out, or the PS5?
See, I don't know, because I do like playing games on like a PC, but
Yeah, fair enough.
console is just a lot more like chilled out, because you can
Definitely.
you can go with your mates and all that.
Mhm.
I think it honestly depends what games are coming out, because I've had both, like an Xbox and a PS. Well, I have an Xbox and I've had a PS4 in the past,
Mhm.
and it's just the exclusives really. An Xbox at the moment, their exclusives are terrible in my opinion.
100%.
And then you look at the PS4 and the amount of good games they've got on there. So I don't know really. It just depends mainly on the cost and mainly on exclusives.
Mhm. If we was going to talk about like Xbox One versus PS4 shit, just to put it in layman terms, I'd say PS4 is better for games, but Xbox is better for like social shit and just chilling out, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
The
definitely.
yeah, I feel like, and it'll be sort of the same for PS5, except Xbox will just feel the same. It'll have some okay shit, you know, and there'll be some better improvements. But PS5, I think it's gonna be backwards compatible for PS1, 2, 3, 4, which is insane. Xbox, even though it's got backwards compatible for 360, I don't know. I don't know how far they're willing to go, to be honest. People have got to realise there's a reason that PS4s have sold way more than Xbox Ones. It is a gaming console. But if you prefer talking to people and just chilling out, having a laugh, and having all these cool apps, I know they do have these apps on PS4, and you can talk to people on PS4, but I feel like the Xbox editions just work better, personally, because I've got a PS4 myself. And I personally like Xbox a bit better. I just enjoy it more because my mates are on there and all those other reasons I said.
Yeah. I know
Hands
that,
down for gaming, though, best console, PS2.
oh yeah, definitely the amount of games on there.
That was such class, man.
So I know Xbox have just released a discless version of the Xbox One S,
Oh, shit.
but weirdly it's more money than the one with a disc drive.
Yeah. Personally, I know there's a load of good arguments you can make for why disc games are just obsolete, but personally I enjoy it more. Going out, buying a game, open up the disc, stick it in there, it installs, you get to play. And it's easier, you know, to bring your games around to other people's houses. I know you could just sign into your account on Xbox, but what if the game's corrupt and it just doesn't let you load up, you know? Or what if you uninstall it accidentally? You can just stick the disc back in there. I don't know, I just prefer going out and buying stuff rather than just sitting there and getting Xbox money points,
Yeah.
you know?
Thing is with like points like that though, they can just get rid of that program at any time they want, and then there's no reason to buy online games.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
with,
exactly.
Nintendo ages ago with, I forgot the name of their old system, but I know people have been saving points up for like years and years, and then randomly they just went, oh yeah, we got rid of it now.
That's so fucking annoying. But they gave a heads up, so they should have just spent all the points, didn't they?
I think they did, but it wasn't a very long.
No. Yeah, they should have just spent all the points quickly, but that's quite annoying. I sort of think it is better with the money shit, you know, but actually, funny story, a family member got me like 1,800 Microsoft points, and it was after. It was actually no, they got me 1,800 Microsoft points, but it was after they changed it into money. So it was obvious that it was someone, another person in my family's. It was theirs, and it hadn't been used yet. But it's quite funny that they just gave it me. And I'm, I don't know, just quite funny, really. Like 3,600 Microsoft points, and they just were totally worthless. But yeah, you got another YouTube story then, bro?
Yeah, this is quite a not sad, but it's not nice one.
No cracking jokes then.
All right, so have you heard of Pro Jared?
No.
All right, so basically, if you want the long and short of it, I don't know why I put it like that, but he's basically been found out that he's asked and he's sent explicit pictures to underage fans of his.
So he's a nonce.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
And it gets a lot worse because the one who told everyone about this was his wife. Because, yeah, because his wife.
No, I'm sorry to laugh, but that he fucking deserves that then, bro. I'm sorry, he deserves it. I'm glad his wife ratted him out. What a disgusting man.
I mean, they are getting divorced, by the way.
Good.
I
don't mean to be brutal, but good. She shouldn't be with a disgusting nonce, you know.
But the reason she told everyone on Twitter was basically because she said, "I know that he talks to people, and I know he talks to people on private accounts, but I've found out that he's basically been doing this, like messaging underage people."
Disgusting.
He has 1 million subscribers, or 2 million actually, I think.
So he's making a living off of this then?
Yeah. And currently, all of his... I don't want to say the word that most people use, because this is going to get instantly taken down or demonetised, but his explicit pictures are now online of him.
What, all over the internet?
Yeah, they're like everywhere.
People making memes out of them then or something?
No, it's a bit too serious, I think, for people to do that.
Oh,
but,
yeah, they shouldn't. I know I said before, no cracking jokes. Didn't mean to laugh, but it's quite funny that his wife ratted him out, because he deserves it at the end of the day.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's had, because he did it all on Tumblr, mainly.
Disgusting that he's done this anyway.
And the chats that he's used to talk to these people have been leaked, and honestly, they are pretty disgusting. It's pictures of him, topless, lying in bed, saying, "I want you to crawl into bed with me," and stuff like that.
How the fuck did he think he was going to get away with this? Was he fucking thinking straight when he did this? What the fuck was going on in his brain, man?
I have no clue.
Oh, this is just... hopefully, is he going to get put in jail at least?
It looks like he's being investigated.
Just investigate. The evidence is there. The evidence is right there. He just said get into bed with him. What the fuck?
But it gets a bit worse. So, he has a friend who is called Austin, and he has 2 million subscribers on YouTube. And basically, on Twitter, he's been defending him, and he's basically said whatever has come out about this ProJared is fake.
Even though the evidence is right there.
Yeah, even though there's proof. And then he started to claim that he had no idea what was going on, so he didn't know about like the accusations people were making. And then, no joke, as soon as this Austin lost, I think it's about 15,000 subscribers, he made an apology, basically admitted that he knew for about 2 months that ProJared was doing this. What was it? I lost my notes. And then he just didn't do anything because he didn't think he had to. So he basically knew for 2 months that he was doing stuff like this, and he just went, "Oh no, I can't, don't want to do that."
I just don't even know what to say anymore. It's just...
And then it gets a little bit worse again.
How his mate fucking defended him, knew what was going on for 2 months. Doesn't he care about how the kids or young teenagers are going to be affected by this bullshit? Then why isn't he bothered? Like, it's ridiculous.
The thing is, basically he runs this, I think it's a company, I'm going to call it a company just to make it easier, but after his company because his company got emails about him doing this, so I think it was sometime in April, I think it was the 4th, they got an email from this man saying, like recently this ProJared has been doing this and this to me online and all that, and the company ignored it. They didn't want to know, and as soon as this happened, as soon as it came out recently that they knew, the company released a massive apology.
They should have done something.
So not only his friend, but an entire company knew what he was doing.
This is absolutely disgusting. Were these sponsors of his?
No, I think this Austin was the co-founder of the company, and I think ProJared was a member. I'm not too sure about if he was a member or not.
Yeah.
But basically, this Austin, he's got a history of doing this, like flip-flopping between a situation, like, oh, I'm with them, oh no, I'm against them. He's known.
So is this Austin guy ProJared, or is this someone else? Is this his mate who thought he was 2 months?
This Austin guy, it was pro Jared's mate,
Oh, okay.
and 1 minute he defended him, and then the next minute he turned on him.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this isn't the first time a company's done anything illegal, you know. Like the Wolf of Wall Street, they do loads of stuff. I'm the wolf! I'm the wolf of wolf! You know.
yeah. But basically, you know JonTron?
No.
Alright. Anyways, it's this really famous YouTuber. 2 years ago, this Austin guy, he put out false information online that got JonTron sacked.
What a sack of shit.
Yeah.
Is JonTron back in work now, or?
Yeah, I think he went through a rough patch in early 2017, and he said it's like he's in a hard place, but you know he's trying to get through it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the last bit of it because I got a bit creeped out reading all about it online.
This is all I can say about this is that it's just absolutely disgusting. I really think the parents should be getting involved a bit more if their kids are having stuff to do with this person, you know. And also, these people shouldn't keep using their fame to just manipulate situations. And obviously, if you know something's going on, you know someone's doing shit, then you've got to report them and you've got to get them done because, you know, they need to be locked up. They can't be getting away with this shit. I can't believe this dude's even having a trial, you know. He should just be locked up. The evidence is right there. Ridiculous.
I know.
Any more stories then, or is that the final one?
That's the final one that... Well, I've got, like, it's literally not really a story.
Go on then. Fuck it. Let's go.
You know the trending page of YouTube?
Yeah.
Alright, this is a link back to the first episode. I had a look on it this morning at the gaming tab, and the top 10 videos are just... It's all Fortnite, and it's all the same, like, shocked reaction from these YouTubers, and it's so terrible.
So it's just the same bullshit as always then?
Yeah, it's... I don't get why people, you know... I know it's children, but why is it so popular? I know... Oh, I've just answered my own question there, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I've got on me, unless you wanted to add anything else.
I'm trying to think. Honestly, I ain't really got anything. Can't think of anything, but yeah, that was a decent episode. Obviously, a lot of bad shit going on. Really, not any funny shit.
Quite a
dark one, really. Some of the shit. Obviously, I know I was making a few little jokes, like going, "I am Iron Man. I am the Wolf." But you know, it's all a few jokes, nothing offensive. Yeah. So thanks for watching. You know, been decent. At least we're bringing attention to some of this really dark shit on YouTube at the end of the day, and it's just some bad shit happens, but hopefully other YouTubers learn from all this bad shit and don't try to be better.
Yeah. Alright, so is that it then, do you think?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you in the next one then, everyone.
Yep, see ya.